When we talk about managing water quality in Nebraska, we can say it's managed in specific and unique ways for surface water, groundwater, and drinking water. In Nebraska, surface water quality is monitored and regulated by the Nebraska Department of Environment and Energy, or NDEE. Groundwater quality is monitored and regulated jointly by the Natural Resources Districts, or NRDs, with NDEE. And finally, the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services, or DHHS, monitors and regulates for drinking water quality of public water systems. While each entity has specific authorities, there is collaboration between them with respect to managing for non-point source pollutants, such as nitrate, atrazine, and E. coli. To get our feet wet, let's start with surface water. NDEE has primary authority for monitoring and regulating surface water quality in rivers and lakes. NDEE publishes a report every 2 years indicating the status of water quality across the state. It is called the Nebraska Water Quality Integrated Report. NDEE also reports high levels of E. coli, or toxic algae, at public beaches on a weekly basis during the recreation season. Managing water quality for non-point source pollution is typically done through voluntary measures. NDEE works with many NRDs to develop water quality management plans that address non-point source pollution. These plans prioritize specific water quality issues in the watershed, like those identified in the integrated report. Voluntary actions that are part of the water quality management plans include projects to improve water quality through conservation practices, such as cover crops, riparian buffers, grassed waterways, no-till, and crop rotation. NDEE and NRDs often partner to offer cost share to landowners for implementing these practices. They are often able to leverage cost share funds from other agencies as well, such as USDA and RCS. Now let's look at groundwater quality and how it's managed in Nebraska. NRDs maintain district-wide groundwater management plans and implement projects to protect water quality. The NRDs and NDEE both monitor groundwater quality, providing data to NDEE for input into the quality-assessed agrochemical contaminant database. NDEE also uses this data to generate the annual groundwater monitoring report. NRDs use the data to put measures in place to address areas with high nitrate concentrations. This is typically done by creating phased areas with either voluntary or mandatory actions based on the severity of the problem. Finally, let's cover how Nebraska manages water quality of drinking water. One of the most important factors to know is that water quality is regulated for public drinking water supplies, but not regulated for private wells. Almost all Nebraskans in rural areas have private wells. The state agency in charge of ensuring safe public drinking water supplies is DHHS. When non-point source pollution impacts public drinking water supplies, either treatment facilities are required or a new water source must be found. One way to ensure that non-point source pollution doesn't impact drinking water supply is through actions by municipalities and private landowners in a drinking water protection area. Once approved through NDEE, a drinking water protection area is the area around a well that supplies water to a public water system. Most public water supplies are owned and operated by villages, towns, and cities. Because non-point source pollution is a diffuse problem, Nebraska's water quality requires management from multiple entities, applying diffuse solutions.